Hi, I'm Chrissy, and I'm also known as AKA Shauna, God-given visuals, most importantly, a child of God, and everything all above that is from God, child of light, whatever you may call it or however you may see it. I'm not everybody's cup of tea, but I am here to spread the visuals that I see and the knowledge that God gives me to inspire others and not just keep the fruit to myself. So, with that, I am just having a yap sesh. So, today's topic is going with the flow, letting it go because God is in control. So this year, I want to say I prayed like a dangerous prayer, but not really. I prayed a brave prayer, and it led me to like I told God, like, put the fire under my feet, like set me on fire with the Holy Spirit, because I really need to step into my purpose, and I'm tired of just sitting on all of this talent that God gave me, because it's kind of a slap in the face to be honest. So every now and then I'll draw, I'll sing, I'll dance, I'll create, I'll edit a video and post it. But I was just like, I'll be doom scrolling and doom scrolling and doom scrolling. I'm just like, dang, I want to be like those people. A little bit of comparison too, because we're human. So it came with that. And I was just like, you know what, I could do this. And then it took me to actually dig in all of my my goodies that my mom has blessed me with, that God has blessed me with. Wonderful mom. Shout out to Karmatic Brews and my mommy. Y'all go check her page out and follow her and get your holistic goodness. But I started taking a look in all of my tools that I already had. Prior to the last video I made was doing a lot of it with a little bit, and until I realized the tools that I had and the tools that God blessed me with, even when I didn't have those things. But now that I do, I look through it. I have all these lenses that I ordered with the camera that came with the kit, that came with the printer, that came with this XYZ. And I'm just sitting here on top of it talking about some, moping around and not doing anything about it. So I was like, okay. I have my studio lights. I've been having these for a while. And a lot of that came from like intimidation of like, okay, it's not perfect. It's like this, it's like that. But it was just the fear, which we rebuke in the name of Jesus, took me out of my element, took me out of a lot of chances and opportunities that I should have took a while ago, which the devil can delay, but he cannot stop God's plan. So I started just like looking through my stuff. I was like, you know what? Let me use the tools that I have. Let me use my phone. I use my phone for videos and to create things, to edit photos and stuff like that. And I want to help other people know and learn how to use the tools that you have, because social media and the world and just everyday things make you always compare yourself, always want more, and when you get that more is never enough. So it's a constant feeding the flesh. It's a constant greed. And I was just like, sometimes I have to check myself on that. I was just like, girl, when is enough enough? Because when you get the next best thing, when you get the next best thing, you hold on to it for 5 minutes and then you're looking for the next one. Conviction. So I just really want to show people how God works through me while putting the fire under my feet and stepping into my purpose. I have goals of, saving money and stuff like that. And I had a conversation with God, and he was just like, okay, I told you to get out there and create and use your talents so you can monetize them. And not even about monetizing all the way. It's about bringing glory to my kingdom and showing others, here's the airplane, showing others what they can do. Just because you don't have it all doesn't mean you can't do it all. Jesus came from Nazareth. They wrote that man off, basically. But look, what did he do? Last time I checked, all my debt is paid. All my sin is paid for. So, never limit yourself to your circumstances, to your tools, to your resources, or any of that, because God can make a little bit, can make a lot of it with a little bit. 3 fish and 5 loaves fed all those people. So don't you ever doubt God, and don't you ever doubt yourself. Believe in yourself like you believe in God. And if you don't believe in God yet, ask to believe. Ask for him to show you these things that you can start your journey to believe, because we all came from somewhere. We all have a backstory, and if you're not a believer, that's okay. You're still welcome here, and maybe through my testimonies and through my videos, you can become a believer. Just know, y'all, I'm always praying for y'all upcoming, for your light to shine, for God to do a work in you, because he surely did a work in me. But back to what I was saying. He's been showing me, like, you know, bring glory to my kingdom through these multifaceted talents that I've given you. And like, when I tell you I have a lot of talents, I have a lot of talents, and I didn't know exactly what to do with all of them. And I was just like, okay, I like drawing, but then sometimes I get tired of drawing. I like video editing, but then, you know, I never really get tired. I never really get tired of video editing. But like with all my other talents that he has given me, it's just like, I'm always looking for that instant gratification, even with video editing sometimes. Instant gratification of, okay, where's the end result? Where is the completion to this, when I'm excuse me, when I'm not necessarily enjoying the journey of it. So that led me to, it's like, okay, I want to slow down, because right when I get to that end result, okay, I completed it, and I didn't even get I didn't even get to enjoy the journey. And life is all about the journey. Experiences are all about the journey. Yes, there will be tough times. Yes, there will be times where you don't want to do nothing, get out of bed, or just, you know, rot in bed or anything like that. But then there's those moments of life when you're high on life and you're just like thriving, you're doing your best of all you got. And then when you are at that low, a best practice for me is just to remember the good times, and that they are coming. And that when I'm in those down times of, all right, let me lock in with God, which I should always be locked in with God, but I'm human. Let me put him at the forefront. What is he trying to show me? What is he trying to teach me in this moment where I am, you know, where I feel like I'm down bad, or I feel like there's lack of something, or I feel just like, you know. I always pray. I always try to remind myself and practice gratitude to uplift my spirits and uplift his name, you know, calling him for anything, because he will help you with anything, down to finding your keys. Like, I'm telling you, he's our father, so he wants you to ask him and help him. He wants you to ask him, and he wants to help you with everything. So yeah, I know I'm kind of everywhere, but I'm going to use my talents. This is just my first video of how he is showing me to let him be in control, because when I tell you, when I let God be in control, everything just flows easier. My life flows easier, my routines flow easier, my thoughts flow easier, because I'm not focused on doing his job. That's a big job. I'm not God. You're not God. Nobody else is God but God. So it's just like, okay, why would I even try to do this omnipotent, omnipresent job that God has? He listens to all the prayers. He listens to everything. He takes care of the bird, bees, and the trees, and the everything. Like, he is everything, and he takes care of everything. So like, last time I checked, I'm a child of God. So it's just like, that's too big of a position to feel I am very underqualified for that position. I say that to humble myself, because the pride does get in the way. So like, when I let him be in control of everything, even down to like, oh, where my package at? Where my package at? On my phone. Where my package at? I'm just like, girl, let go. God's in control. And at the right time, he will make it happen. I believe that's Isaiah 60:22. I'm gonna fact check myself later. But yeah, ask him for everything. But this video was mainly just to let you know that when everything else flows, when God's in control, down to if you're fighting your battle with your loved one, or with a boyfriend, a girlfriend, your wife, your family, God will make it happen. He will take it under his control, and it's already solved out. It's literally, He wrote, this is the manual, like the manual to life is right here. He wrote everything out. So like, why wouldn't you trust his plan? And this is a track record of like, every time God was right. 66 books. I don't know how many pages, but it's just like, why would you not trust him, you know? And we're human, so sometimes it took me a while to like trust him and like fully, and I'm still learning too, to fully just like let go. I have to remind myself like, girl, let go. You know, I've even prayed for instances like, okay, God, excuse me, okay, God, you gotta show me that you got this, because I was about to take the wheel. And Lord knows when I take the wheel, I be merging on the 45 to I-10 and lane switching and swerving off the road, trying to take detours and shortcuts when that does not work. So I would like for you guys to share below, what are your best practices when you are weary of trusting God, or how do you improve your confidence in trusting God? Thank you for joining me. Chrissy, aka Shauna, aka Child of God, most importantly, God-given visual CEO, COO, marketer, singer, dancer, drawer, artist, all these things that God has made me, and He has made you also. Thank you for joining me for this video, and I'd love to hear from you. Until next time, see you.